All right, we got a fun one at UFC 276. Sean Strickland. Yes, the man is a psychopath. The man is out of his mind. The man says a lot of crazy, controversial stuff. The man's banned from almost every social media platform because the stuff that comes out of his mouth is wild. It really is. But he can fight. Oh my God, the man can fight, and he's brought a lot of excitement to the Octagon. And I love, believe it or not, the way that he talks shit to his opponents. The man was at 185 to start. Then he came down to 170. He had a couple of bad losses. I believe the weight cuts used to affect him. Went back up to 185, and the man is on a roll. Beat Brendan Allen, Christoph Jotko, Uriah Hall, Jack Hermanson, and now here he is in a #1 contender fight against Alex Pereira. Now, we know the narrative. Alex Pereira beat Israel Adesanya twice in a kickboxing fight. So, how is this going to go down? This is a #1 contender fight. It is a clash of styles. It's a clash of personalities. And the winner of this fight gets the challenge, is it? So, there's a lot of pressure. Okay, now, Alex Pereira, great kickboxer. 2 wins in the UFC so far. Last time out against Bruno Silva, he won via decision, right? And that might make you think, oh, I'm not too keen on this guy because he beat Bruno Silva via decision. Bruno Silva was on a 5-fight win streak, and a lot of those wins were knockouts, and he took him to a decision. I believe that is going to be valuable time in the Octagon. You need it. You need that familiarity. You need to get used to pacing yourself and going 15 rounds. Of course, he was trying to get the knockout, but when you can't get that to go the distance, it's very, very valuable time. And he made his UFC debut against Andreas Michailidis. UFC 268 in Madison Square Garden. Got a beautiful flying knee knockout in round 2. 18 seconds into it. Okay, the man can strike. We know this. He actually knocked out Izzy in a kickboxing fight. That's well documented. We know about that. We're talking about Strickland and Alex Pereira. Who's going to win? Well, if you're Sean Strickland, if you're watching Sean Strickland, if you're advising Sean Strickland on how he wins this fight, it's simple. You take him down. You take the kickboxer down. But it isn't that simple. Of course, that's what everyone tried to do to Israel Adesanya. When he came to the UFC, he was a lot less experienced. He wasn't as good as what he is now in terms of the all-round game, the grappling, the well-roundedness. But people still could not take him down and hold him down. The only person that was successful in doing that was Jan Blachowicz at light heavyweight in a title fight. And he came up very, very short. Only a little bit, but still short enough to lose the fight. Alright, I'm here to tell you about the Raycon Everyday Earbuds. These things are absolutely fantastic, let me tell you. First of all, they look good. They look fantastic. They feel fantastic, but more importantly, because they're headphones, they sound absolutely fantastic. And with the customized gel tips, right, you can fit them in any ear you want. Listen, look at my ears. They're a mess. That is years in the Octagon, so my ears are all messed up. Generally, I can't wear earbuds, and that is an absolute fact. They just won't go in. These things go in, but more importantly, they stay in. I went for a run this morning, didn't come out. I can shake my head violently like a madman. They don't come out. I can punch, I can kick, I can do whatever. I can bob and weave. These things are going absolutely nowhere, all while listening to my favorite music. Now, another advantage is that they have 8 hours of playtime or a 32-hour battery life. Another great feature is that obviously these things are priced just right. You get all the excellent audio quality that you're looking for without breaking the bank. In fact, they're coming in about half the price of the premium audio earbuds. So look, it's no wonder that these little bad boys, the Raycon Everyday Audio Earbuds, they have over 48,000 5-star reviews. So I suggest you check them out because honestly, you will not be disappointed. So, if you want to give these things a try, by the way, it comes in this lovely little charging case as well. If you want to give these things a try, and I suggest you do, honestly, it sounds like a hard sell. I can't use earbuds. These things go in fine, they feel great, they sound great, which is important. We're all looking for that. And it's really good value for money. If you go to buyraycon.com/Bisping, you're going to get 15% off, or you can just click the link in the episode description down below. The point I'm making is that Alex Pereira knows this, right? When he started training for MMA, trains with Glover Teixeira, an incredible coach, and shout out Glover Teixeira, one of the nicest guys and the best fighters that you'll ever see. Love that guy, so much respect for him. But the guy's got some of the best MMA grappling, okay? Jiu-jitsu is one thing. Jiu-jitsu for a cage is another. Takedown defense also. I mean, Glover Teixeira knows all about takedowns. So make no mistake, Alex Pereira has had Glover Teixeira, a light heavyweight, up until recently the light heavyweight champion, trying to take him down time after time after time. okay? And he no doubt has improved his takedown defense by leaps and bounds. Now, I know Sean Strickland very well. We both live in Southern California. We both train together in a lot of the same gyms at the Rain Training Center that Mark Munoz used to own. I used to see him there. Trained at a few different gyms, Millennium up in the Inland Empire. Train with him now and again down at Ruka as well. Point I'm making is I know him. I've sparred him a lot. But he has evolved. The point that I'm going to get to, though, is that he's not the best wrestler. Sean has a very, very underrated ground game. He's got very good jiu-jitsu. I was very surprised. I was kind of caught off guard. You know, he's got tricky sweeps. He's got great submissions. He's just got an all-round good ground game, right? The problem is that he's missing the part in the middle. He's good on the feet. Sean has kind of switched up his style since he came back to 185. Prior to that, he was very elusive. When I used to spar, used to utilize a lot of movement. He would be a little frustrated, often backing up and dancing around and stuff like that. But at 185 now, he's going forward, he's walking people down, and he works predominantly behind the jab. That jab is his main weapon. He doesn't kick very often, of course. He follows up the jab now and again with a right hand, with a right hook. He'll put a left hook behind that on occasion as well. But the number one shot that he throws, and throws with high frequency, is the jab. And the jab's a great weapon, okay? So he's got a decent stand-up, although it's a lacking to a certain degree. He's got conditioning off the charts. He's got great jiu-jitsu, but he hasn't got crazy wrestling. And that's what he's going to need in this fight. I believe he's going to have to be able to take Pereira down. Because if he can't take him down, he's going to be forced to stand with him, okay? And then it comes in down to who's the better kickboxer? Okay, well, Pereira's the master of the art of 8 limbs. Okay, punches, kicks, knees and elbows. He's got flying knees, he's got fast kicks. He's not as technical, in my humble opinion, a striker of Israel Adesanya, but he's probably more powerful. And he's definitely more reckless. And when you get reckless, it creates openings. He will come in, he'll swing massive swings and sometimes finds himself off balance. But if he finds the mark, he will put you to sleep just like he did the champ. So, because of that, I think he has the advantage on the feet. I don't think Sean Strickland can take him down. Obviously, he's got a good jab. Strickland's got a good jab. That's what he does, okay? Is that enough to beat one of the best kickboxers on the planet? I don't believe so. I don't believe so. And Sean, if you see this, don't come after me on social media. Don't come after him in the street. Listen, it's going to be a good fight. It's a tough fight, and it could go either way. I could be proven to be very wrong. And maybe if I am, shame on me, because Sean has been around doing MMA for a long time. He's a lifelong martial artist. He's got great jiu-jitsu and striking, and the guy's a psycho. That's one thing. That's one thing. Sean believes in himself. Sean is not a pussy by any stretch of the imagination. Sean will do whatever it takes to win the fight, and that makes him dangerous. Obviously, combine it with the cardio, that also makes him dangerous. But still, for this one, I've got Alex Pereira. I believe the reason he beat... The reason he's in this situation in the first place is because he has lost 2 victories of Israel Adesanya. And when if Adesanya beats Jared Cannonier, he needs someone to challenge him. And he's gone through the entirety of the division. So Pereira is in this position because of the history. Sean Strickland's in this position because of the body of work and the tenacity and the performances that he's put on. And I believe it's going to be a great fight. However, the official prediction, once and for all, Alex Pereira gets another knockout. There it is. Thank you all for watching the channel. I appreciate all the support. Subscribe and ring the bell. I'll be back later.